Hey there, LEGO fans and potterheads. I'm the lawyer in the LEGO shed, and this is the 6th in a video series that I will be making this year as I build my way through the magical world of LEGO Harry Potter. I've been collecting Harry Potter LEGO since the line started back in 2001 with the release of the very first movie. And for this video series, I will be building sets that have been part of the more recent waves of Harry Potter LEGO, beginning in 2018 and stopping in 2023 with those releases. My plan is to go in movie order, and so without further ado, let's get started. Our third set is Diagon Alley, which I have been picturing and have broken into 4 different parts, and we are finally on the last part, part 4. This set, because it was so massive, broke it up by instruction booklet, and this is the final instruction booklet that you deal with, and it is the Weasleys, Wizard Wheezes, and Entrance to Nocturne Alley. I really loved this set, as I've mentioned many times, and particularly this this particular instruction book piece was really wonderful. I have changed next to nothing here, and as you can see, it's just really kind of fantastic to see the scale and the color and everything here is just really, really wonderful. This is the setting for the Weasleys, Wizard Wheezes. Building is the setting for one of the most iconic scenes in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which I'll pop in here.
Step up, we've got fainting fancies, nosebleed nougat, and just in time for school, puking pastels. Into the cauldron, Hanson.
I will have order.
Peruvian instant darkness powder.
A real money spinner, that one.
Handy if you need to make a quick getaway.
Hello, ladies.
Love potions, eh? Yeah, they really do work.
And this is part of the Grander Diagon Alley set, which was released in 2020, has 5,544 pieces in total. And this is actually the first time that the Weasleys, Wizard Wheezes is being depicted in kind of a full-scale LEGO form as opposed to like a micro form. And the Entrance to Nocturne Alley, this is also a first for it ever being depicted in LEGO form. In the past, we have had 2 different times where Nocturne Alley shops have been displayed. So the first one was, I'll throw a picture up here, back with the original waves, back when even licensed characters were still yellow. And it was just titled Nocturne Alley, but it's very clear that it was meant to be Borgin and Burke's. Then later, at the tail end of the 2018 waves, we had a Borgin and Burke's full building come out as well, which was pretty wonderful at the time with the first version of Diagon Alley. But this is the first time we've ever gotten an actual entranceway, and it's kind of wonderful for that reason. These 2 buildings, I would say, are probably the 2 most inaccurate when it comes to placement on the street. So the typical lineup that you see from LEGO, and I'll throw in a picture here, is that these 2 sets are depicted next to, or these 2 buildings, I should say, are depicted next to Flourish and Blotts. Now, in Chamber of Secrets, we can see that it does appear that the entrance to Nocturne Alley would be directly next to Flourish and Blotts. But the problem with that is that Weasley's Wizard Wheezes ends up nowhere near Flourish and Blotts by the time it makes its appearance in Half-Blood Prince. And what's more, at that point in time, they've moved the entrance to Nocturne Alley, and it appears to be closer to Ollivanders or somewhere in the middle of the street. So definitely the challenge of just them moving things around throughout the series, but you know, you do what you got to do, right? As far as things that I loved, like I mentioned, I've just changed so little about this set. I think that one of the things that stands out as far as things that I loved are the color scheme. I mean, these lavender bricks are being put to great use here. These bright orange pieces just look fantastic. And then Nocturne Alley is this kind of stark color difference here. I also love the way that they were able to get this rounded effect even before they had introduced those curved window pieces that became present in 2023. And then kind of the stereotypical kookiness of Diagon Alley in general, just everything being slightly askew, is really well done here with the Nocturne Alley entrance. One other thing that I want to call out too is that while I am not the biggest fan of stickers, one thing that is really evident here is how much detail they put into the art of making these work. You can see the advertisements on the side are really wonderful. You know, the printing on all these stickers above, all the little like entryways and window portions. It really is all just super fantastic and very accurate to the movie, and then the Orlando shop that ends up getting built for Harry Potter. Similarly, the inside is just beautifully done. You have just so many exciting elements and components kind of all coming together at once, from this really exciting staircase with different colors and everything like that, to a fair amount of shelves and products that are on display. One thing that they do exceptionally well, I think, is the branding for all of the Weasleys, Wizard Wheezes things. I've taken a few of those down to kind of like show you a little bit here, just how fun they are. How you can kind of see the little Weasley W here, and even on Fred Weasley's basic, let's see, what is it called? Blaze box. You know, I just think that they really did a fantastic job of capturing all of the unique kind of components of the art of this particular set. Similarly, they also paid attention to a lot of really fun moments from that scene, like when the girls are over by the love potions. Again, just even incorporating those little things were really great. If I had any critique about the interior, it would be great to have more, right? You know, there's so much more that they can do, even with the amount of things that they have managed to fit in here. And I think you can kind of see there's so many little shelves that they've creatively incorporated so that it helps be supports for the different floors. And then all the little products that you can see. There are still some dead spaces, and one thing that we see in the clip is definitely that this is a packed place. So could have gotten more, but compared to the interiors of the other, I think this is one of the best thought out interiors from the lineup. And just, I think it really does deliver on a lot of fronts in a really fantastic way. So it just really gives that impression, I think, to me of the alive and exciting experience of being inside the Weasleys Wizard Wheezes we get from that clip. Things that I intend to fix, I haven't done anything yet, and that's because with the release of 76422, which I'll show a picture of here, this is the slightly like watered down version that they're doing, the more playset oriented version of Diagon Alley that they're releasing. They're clearly not releasing it as one big set like they did here. And instead they are releasing it in a series of small ones. I think at the time that I'm posting this video, there's 2 of them out now. One of those is 76422, which is a relaunch of this building. They have some great things in there that I'm just going to rip right out and incorporate into this bigger build. Technically that one would be a 2023 release, but it's so clearly a part of the relaunch of Diagon Alley with that smaller focus and the more playset orientation. I'm not going to be including it in this phase of my reviews. So that's the only mention it'll get here, is that I'm going to steal a bunch of stuff from it and incorporate it here. Okay, so let's talk about the minifigures here. I think first and foremost, we got to talk about the dynamic duo of the twins, Fred and George Weasley. Both look great in their little suits with the brown. As you can see on their torsos, I'll even throw in a picture here so you can see a little bit better. They've got the great pinstripes to them. In fact, that it indicates to me one of the slightly disappointing components here, and it's that the legs are not printed. This is something that LEGO, unfortunately, has been doing a lot lately with the Harry Potter lineup, is that they'll give us something that's great, and then they just won't follow through, kind of particularly on the leg element. But Fred and George look great. They've got their little waistcoats that differentiate them, so that you can tell that they're, you know, different people, just like they do in the movie. But overall, great minifigures. Then we have Lucius Malfoy and we have Draco Malfoy. Each of them kind of wearing their classic things. You can see Malfoy, or Draco's in his Slytherin robes, and he's got his perfect little smirk there. He looks wonderful. And then we have Lucius, who, again, looks really fantastic as well, wearing a perfect rendition of the outfit that he's wearing in Chamber of Secrets, with the little clasp and everything and the fur collar. He even has some printing that continues onto his legs, which was a real great thing to see. I think the only thing I miss with him is it would have been nice to have had a cape, since he does sport a cape in the actual scene itself. So overall, just a really delightful set, and one that I was really happy to be able to engage with. So that is it. That is part 4 of set 3 of this journey, and we are done with the Diagon Alley set finally. If you are interested in following along, please feel free to follow the account. And if there is anything else that you think I should be covering in these reviews, drop a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome day.